You know, I get to take a lot of neat trips. Summers come around and I get to go on scuba diving trips and kayaking trips and hiking and camping trips. But every once in a while, although all trips are special, every once in a while you'll go on a trip that just really, you just can't get enough of it. You got to go back. You got to try it again. And that's kind of the way the trip to Weaver's Bend on the French Broad River in Cherokee National Forest was for me. It's one of those places that I just didn't get enough of, and I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to try it again. So this is a second take on some of the footage of the river trip we made down the French Broad at Weaver's Bend. There's some unseen footage from the trip that didn't make it to the original video. I hope you enjoy, and just keep in mind, if you're looking for a good place to camp, fun place, secluded, actually just downright remote, check out Weaver's Bend. Weaver's Bend is located on the Tennessee side of the North Carolina-Tennessee state line, right smack in the middle of Cherokee National Forest. It is just below the small community of Hot Springs and Section 9 on the French Broad River. If you know anything about Section 9, it is one of the rougher sections of the French Broad. But once you get to Weaver's Bend, the water has calmed down quite a bit. You have a few rollers and a few just shoals and riffles here and there. The paddling is great, the water is swift, and the fun is high. Now, if you're looking for a full day trip, I would recommend putting in at Hot Springs, North Carolina, and going on down to Weaver's Bend. If you're looking for more of a half day trip, have someone drop you off at Murray's Branch River Access and leave from there. That is about a half a day trip, or roughly about 4.5 to 5 miles. Just there's your two choices that would end at Weaver's Bend. From Weaver's Bend, you can either take out or you can paddle on down the river. The choice is yours. There's other takeouts on down the river at different mileage points. Now, one thing I will say is this section of the river, when we kayaked, was running a little faster and maybe a little rougher than usual due to some heavy rains that had happened that particular week before we got there. But in all situations, don't kayak above your experience level, and be sure before you go through a rapid that you scope it out and kind of get an idea of the direction you want to travel and the safest means of getting through it. If you make this trip to Weaver's Bend, I think you'll enjoy it. I appreciate you watching the video, and hopefully I've been some assistance to someone who's looking for good places to kayak.